Hey, I'm gonna try the self-tan contour staining, but with no directions. Spoiler, it turns out really nice. I'm going at it the same way I would self-tan my body, so first I'm gonna go ahead and shave it, and while you watch me shave my face, let me give you some background details. I did shower this morning, I exfoliated my face, and I did my morning skincare routine, except I did not use any sunscreen. I wanted to avoid any oils or potentially any physical barriers. Once I was done shaving, I took the blow dryer and a microfiber cloth to both dry my face for my skincare routine and to ensure that there are no loose hairs from my shave. Then I kinda just went at it. I put a bit of the St. Tropez tanning foam on a makeup palette and used a clean synthetic face brush to start applying it to my face. I applied the foam where I would usually put my contour, and I started off with some soft taps to see how dark it would apply and how easy it would blend. Turns out it was pretty easy to blend, so I just went for it. Cheeks, forehead. I will note, it does look darker on this side, but that was just the lighting. It looked pretty even on both sides, and in fact, a little bit further down in the video, I am going to zoom in and show you. I was a bit worried about having a harsh line, so I took a huge, dense face brush, clean, with synthetic bristles, to buff out the edges. And honestly, I think the buffing was necessary and completely worth it. I also wanted to snatch my jaw and my neck. I tried to have a natural highlight down the center on my neck. I'm not sure how that turned out in the end, but that's okay. Oof, then came the nose contour, which I can't do correctly anyways, so for this section, I wish I would have just skipped it altogether because my nose just ended up looking really brown. Finally, I thought I wanted a little bit of depth on my eyes so I wouldn't have to do much for this week's makeup. Pretty much for work, I wanted to just roll out of bed and look fabulous. Now, let me zoom you in to see how freaky dark the foam was and also to add another layer. My thought process was, if I'm gonna try it, I might as well try it. And again, buffing is our friend. Also again, I wish I hadn't bothered with my nose. I did a few last second details on my eyes, then used a clean brush to buff out the edges up there as well. I was pretty unsure with the jaw and neck area, but ultimately I think they came out fine. After I finished this buff, I was a bit surprised because the entire application process took about 5 minutes. So fast. I didn't even know what to do afterwards. I double checked the bottle and the bottle said not to get wet for 8 hours, so I did a final buff to make sure there were no harsh lines, and I went on with my day. Over 12 hours later, I wanted to check in. I was so tired. I had an easy day working from home, so I didn't apply any sunscreen, I didn't sweat, my face was good, and when my partner came home that day, he was like, "Why is your face so brown?" So I went ahead and took an end-of-day shower, and I moisturized, and I went to sleep. When I first woke up and looked in the mirror, I couldn't really see any significant contours, probably because I hadn't put my contacts in, but hey, whatevs. So I went ahead and did my full morning skincare routine, toner, essence, serum, eye serum, and sunscreen. And while I was applying that, I realized that the contour was definitely there, and I was actually really pleased. I had good cheeks, a snatched jaw, my eyes and forehead were okay. The nose did look a little bit brown. I didn't really care for it. And the neck could have used some more buffing, but ultimately I was pleased with it. Overall, I think it was a big success, and I will definitely be trying this again. Also, I recommend you give it a try. It was pretty easy. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, leaving a comment. Let me know what you think, or maybe share some tips. Okay, bye. I'll see you next week.